When people talk about raising their frequency, it often sounds like some new age bullshit, but it's not. It's not some vague, nonsensical, mystical energy shift. Frequency is a simple measure of how often something happens. A high frequency sound wave cycles many times per second. A radio station broadcasting at a specific frequency means its signal repeats at a set rate. When we talk about raising your frequency in a spiritual or psychological sense, we're talking about how often you check in with yourself, how often you become aware of whether you're present or lost in your imagination. The more frequently you do this, the higher your frequency. The goal is to reach a point where your awareness is so constant that you never fall into unconsciousness. At first, raising your frequency means becoming aware of how often you're unaware. Most people go through life on autopilot, stuck in habitual patterns of thought and reaction without realizing it. Increasing awareness starts with catching yourself in these moments, recognizing when you're lost in thought or running an unconscious program. Each time you do this, you disrupt the cycle and return to presence. At first, these moments of unawareness may be rare, but with practice, they become more frequent. Over time, the gaps between awareness shrink, and eventually awareness becomes the default state. This process results in confronting the unconscious, the shadow. The shadow consists of all beliefs, fears, and reactions that operate beneath the surface, influencing behavior without conscious recognition. Most people live their entire lives controlled by these hidden forces without ever seeing them. But the more frequently you check in, the brighter the light of awareness becomes, exposing these unconscious patterns. And if you continue to increase awareness, if you shine the light of consciousness so brightly that there's no room left for darkness, the shadow disappears entirely. When there's no more shadow, what remains is the conscience itself, fully revealed, the part of you that knows truth directly, without interference. This is where the concept of diamonds or demons come in. On a computer, a daemon is a TSR program. It's a background process that runs silently in the background, using up processing power without you even realizing it. In a similar way, demons in the mind are unconscious habits or thought patterns that run when your awareness is low. When you're unaware, these mental demons take control, guiding your reactions automatically. They are the forces that emerge when frequency is low, when you aren't present enough to recognize and override them. Raising your frequency means disrupting these unconscious programs. The more often you check in, the less control these have over you. Instead of being steered by habitual emotions, fears, and conditioned responses, you become the one in control. You stop running old scripts and start consciously living each moment. This is why those who live in deep awareness seem free, because they are. Most people think they're making choices, but in reality, they're just executing pre-programmed routines. To raise your frequency is to step outside of that automation and take command. It's not about escaping reality or necessarily achieving some mystical state. It's about becoming more real, more present, more conscious, and more alive.